Alrighty, back with more Spyro the Dragon. This part, we're probably going to finish off the Evening Lake homeworlds. Let's just jump right in, Charmed Ridge. Yep, today I was supposed to be going out to do some grocery shopping, but then the weather got shitty. I was kind of surprised at how windy and rainy it got today. You guys might hear things in the background of the potential wind. So anyway, Charm Ridge. We gotta go save the princess from the evil cats. Oh yeah, this is one of the levels that I might get to show off the, this level has some of the frame rate issues that we saw way back in the first game. Look, you guys saw that, right? I flamed him and he just took it like a champ. He's not a small enemy. Or he's not a big enemy. Wait, it doesn't matter. Flame works either way. Ah, Spyro. I gotta love the Reignited Trilogy. Wow, that's some good shooting. I'm just sucking at the game today. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to pick up the gems now. Oh, so you work normally with the... I know there's one part later on that does not. Oh, I didn't know. Was that my fire hitting her, or was that the enemy hitting her? Oh no, anything but that. Oh, really? Okay, game, I could use a little bit of fodder. I'm surprised you haven't given any. Oh, you know what? I do see some fodder. Well, no, I'm not going to jump off, actually. I'll see if I can get further. I hate this bit, by the way. This bit sucks. So anyway, I can actually talk about normal stuff from the last part, which is I had yesterday some of the, what was it, the Canadian sparkling water. Tried the, what is it called, the strawberry one this time, since I know that was something I did, but I skipped out on the past few episodes talking about. Well, let's do this first before I forget, because I want to show this off.
The wizards and I have worked out a little deal. If you simply pay a small toll, they'll be happy to raise these steps and let you pass.
Pay 600 gems to raise the steps. Nah.
Suit yourself, Spyro. But every time I think of that poor, poor fairy princess being captured by those villainous wizards, I simply break down in tears. You have chosen wisely, Spyro. I'll tell the wizards to raise the steps immediately. Oh, and best of luck rescuing that princess, or whatever it is you're up to.
Thanks, Moneybags. Let's talk to him one more time.
To think of it, the wizards only agreed to raise the steps. They never said they wouldn't lower them again. Those guys are pretty clever, aren't they?
Yeah, but unfortunately, for some reason, if your frame... Oh, wait, no. Oh, did they fix that? I guess they did. Okay, I thought for some reason, maybe it's higher frame rates than 60 that they won't raise the steps for you. So I thought that was one of those frame rate issues like in the first game. Anyway, I guess not. Or again, maybe it's only if you're higher than 60. Anyway, we'll get them later, because we gotta get them anyway.
There's no time to lose. Prince Azrael and his cat armies are about to steal a poor princess.
Oh no. So yeah, I tried the strawberry Simply Canadian water. I thought I would end up liking it the most, but I guess I didn't. Like, it might be my least favorite now. I have to try the wild cherry still, but I hate that. I don't know how you're supposed to get that wizard, because they just, like, again, you just saw it. you fly at them to try to kill them on a small platform, and bro's just like, nah, I'm gonna shoot you first into the death water. I'd have to like flame sooner. If this fails, I'll do something a little bit different. Oh my god, dude. And that's death water. They don't even let you jump if you have sparks, so. I'll do something different. Oh my god, the fairy got in my way. Also, is it just me, or does that first one that you get move at a faster pace than this, like the rest? I don't know, maybe I'm just seeing things. But yeah, it was alright, but the strawberry flavor, but I think I like the berry flavor more. Bro, chill out. These cat wizards are insane. How good this music is too. Yeah, if you're playing on the original, I know there's a way to again, there's a glitch where you don't actually have to pay money bags to get past the cat wizards. So I think this finishes off the level here if we kill this guy. Yep.
Hi, Spyro. Isn't Prince Asriel just the dreamiest? The other fairies and wizards won't let us get married, so we're going to elope. By the way, Asriel says you can have this egg if you don't tell anyone where we went.
Alright, fair enough. I will say that scene's a lot funnier with the Reignited Trilogy versus the original. I think they did that one better. One other thing I've been meaning to put up in one, or talk about in one of these videos is the... I'll put it up on screen here in like one of the corners, but I finally 100% Crash Bandicoot 1 for the first time. And by 100% I mean 102% because I did it on Switch, and yes, I did do Stormy Ascent, and yes, Stormy Ascent was a bitch. But I did it. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with that. Now I gotta work on 2 later. I took a small break from the Crash series at that point. I think you have to do that from the center. So what could I say on my thoughts? Honestly, I do think I appreciate Crash Bandicoot, like, just in general, a lot more now that I've 100%ed the game. And again, I'm not, and when I say this, like, hear me out for a second, I'm not a huge 2D platformer guy, and, you know, to put it bluntly, I think a lot of people agree. Crash Bandicoot's basically like the culmination of taking 2D platformers and moving them to 3D versus something like Spyro or Mario, or what's another good example, Banjo-Kazooie, is like what I would consider more of, well, how do I word it? Because I consider them both 3D platformers, because they are, but Crash is almost more of like a 2D platformer in 3 dimensions, whereas, and again, anyone who's played it will know what I'm talking about, where Spyro, Mario, all of them are, you know, actually 3D explorative platformers. Not to say one's better than the other, it's more just pointing out how they're different, you know? So yeah, you can use this Super Flame real quick to take out the guys friggin' with the stairs. And you can also use it to get him, I think, easier, since I'm having such a shitty time trying to kill that guy. We'll go over there first. Can I hit him from here? Oh, come on, game. Or does the fireball reach that far? It seems to die out before it hits him. Well, let's continue forward. I'll do that afterward, because I think there's a metal plate we need to break. Ah, we could also take him out. This is a weird glide, by the way. I know you can get up there, and I know you have to get up there. I forget where you're supposed to go for some of these. Is it from there to there, I guess? I think I always broke this part when I was younger, because I never understood the intended pathway. I guess that's how they intend for you to do it, is to glide here. Then up here, the gems. Yeah, I know you can glide from right there and like do a cheeky hover. Bye, Mo. Hopefully we find Larry and Curly later. I think you can use this to make a... Okay, I don't know how you get there, but I know if you can get up there, you get a skill point. Didn't I break a... Yeah, I did. There was this one down here for the rocket. There's a frog. So what else is on my mind? Oh yeah, I could talk about this too. So I went to my local game store a couple days ago at this point. And then, like, I know you're gonna run into obnoxious people in these places, but I don't know why this just stuck in my head so much, but it did, where there was a couple people who no, excuse me, a couple people who came in who were, I don't know, just loud and obnoxious for the sake of being loud and obnoxious. Like again, it's not a big store, you know, it's, I don't know if I could put it into feet, like how big the store is, but it's not very big. You know, if more than 15 people were in there, it'd be really crowded kind of thing. Kill these guys. But yeah, like more than 15 people were in there, it'd be like overly crowded. And what is it? There's only a couple people in there. So like me, the two people in question, maybe two other shoppers. No, I guess it'd be more like 20 then. If like 20 people were in there, it'd be starting to be like a little too crowded. Ah, Jack and a Beanstalk.
According to legends, there's a golden goose.
Yeah.
Some Insta-Sprout Ultra Super Grow seeds from a bear with a...
Yeah, the bear. I don't trust the bear, bro. That's a bad idea. So first, we're gonna want to do this. So the yellow ones will give you a platform, and the pink ones will give you something to jump on. Or something that'll bounce you up. Sorry, my throat's a little bleh today, so I'm going to be taking pauses. Okay, so, yeah. So it was like, I know, I hope these people aren't doing it on purpose and it's just like unintentional, not noticing what they're doing, but yeah, there were two people who were just yelling across the store, like, and I'm trying not to be mean when I say this, but it was kind of like this, where, again, people who've been in long enough, it's like, it's just really obnoxious when it's the whole, how do I word it? Like, getting excited at every little thing is fine kind of thing. Again, sorry, I'm trying to figure out how I want to word this, because I don't want to sound like too mean when I say this. But it's just kind of true, where, I don't know, it was like that excitement of almost like normie kind of thing. I know that term is kind of mean, but it's also kind of true with at least this group, where they were in a retro game store that does sell the occasional, you know, it has a small section of more modern stuff with like PS5, the Xbox, the Switch 2, you know. But it was just super, like, again, yelling across the store, oh my god, they have this, oh my god, they have that, you gotta come over here and look at this, and it's like full-blown yelling.
We're almost to the
and it was so fucking obnoxious. It wasn't just like once for like a game that was, you know, that they really liked, but, and again, the games they were talking about were not like anything rare. Maybe I'm being elitist. Part of me doesn't give a shit. But it's like, oh my god, Gran Turismo, or oh my god, like, The Witcher. And again, both are great games. Nothing against those games. I love them. Well, actually, I haven't played Gran Turismo. I played some of The Witcher. I need to beat The Witcher, but I love what I played of it. But yeah, in a retro game store, it feels weird that you're looking for, you know, predominantly like PS4, PS5, Switch 2, Switch, you know, more modern Xbox stuff. And again, it's just the idea of, the bigger issue is, again, just the yelling, man. Like, I gotta scream across the store at my friend with no spatial awareness to anybody else in the store, you know. Because, yeah, there were a couple times where I'd be slowly browsing and one of them even just, like, bumped into me because they just weren't paying attention. And they're like, oh my god, sorry. And it's like, I was just like, whatever, you know, it's fine. But, my god, it's just, why? Like, again, maybe the normie stuff is mean, but, like, the bigger issue is just the fucking... the friggin'... like, please just pay attention and be considerate of other people in the store. Yeah, it's like one of those, like, I guess the best way to put it is adding layers on top of it. Where it's like, oh yeah, if you see someone who comes in and is like asking for more modern games, but they're polite and not screaming at the top of their lungs across the store, you're not gonna bat an eye. But it's just those little extra annoyances afterward that become the issue. Oh, I remember this puzzle. This one's weird. I think you actually have to take this one back so you can bring one of the other jump ones over here. Yeah. I think you have to switch these two out. Oh, where'd that bouncy one go? There it is. I think you gotta switch these two out so you can have 3 of them. So yeah, it's more that idea. You know how it's... what is it? You know how when you're having a bad day and any little thing will just annoy you even further? Or it's not even a bad day, but someone will just go up to you, or, you know, you just see something stupid and it's just, they start doing something else that's just like, oh yeah, you'd be that type of person, huh? You know? Anyway, a long rant over of...
Found the legendary golden goose. You can have
You could
another
be
one of its
shinier.
eggs as a souvenir.
It's Chuck. Do you have anything else to say?
That's the ugliest goose I've ever seen.
Come on, bro. That's, I mean, meh. It's probably true, actually. That'd be a pretty ugly goose if it was a goose. But yeah, there's my rant. The one good thing that came out of that visit, though, was I got F-Zero Grand Prix, or F-Zero GP Legend for the Game Boy Advance. They had that in stock, so I was very pleased with that. There's nothing behind it, right, before I go in. That would have been an excellent place to put a 1 gem. Full stop. Someone should have put a 1 gem there. To be an absolute troll. I haven't gotten to play much of it yet, but I'm just happy they had it. I've been slowly, again, I think mentioned way at the beginning of this series that I've been collecting more GBA games recently, so I was happy to see that. I think we're almost done with this level. We just need to do the bird section, because yes, there's a starter bird section. I'll do that first before we do the mystery jar, because it'll reset and the bird section's right here anyway. I almost didn't make that. I was being cocky.
Good day, Spyro. I'd like to stay and chat, but I'm late for an engagement with a very friend of mine. Just a friend, you understand. Strictly platonic relationship. Certainly not a violation of military protocol whatsoever. What? What are you giving me that look for?
Another talk I could do is talking about the, so basically we're gonna kill all the witches. Sorry, lady. I'm ready to do it. I know there's a way to, like, get a certain height. I kind of did it there, where I killed most of them just coming out before they even got a chance to do that.
I see those rocket launchers aren't just for show.
I should let her talk just to get her voice
I
in.
just hope your accuracy is better than your punctuality, because there are still.
Yeah, this is a 3-wave thing. It's a little obnoxious. Yeah, again, if you can get a certain angle down, you can get a lot of them before they even do anything. Where's this last one? Oh, she's way up high. Okay, easy peasy.
I must admit, James, I am impressed. There are still a few witches left, though, and this time they mean business. They even turned the floor into deadly blue ooze.
Deadly blue ooze. Well, how could they? I mean, that does look pretty deadly, actually. Again, just like spam a little bit. I want to go slightly higher as they go higher up. As the... Yeah, look at that.
James. Oh, I knew
That's
you
probably the
would.
cleanest I've ever done that.
Movement for nothing. Now we have the temple all to ourselves. But first, I have a present for you.
It's Abby, the baby dragon. I'm glad that went well. That usually gives me some trouble. Do you have any more dialogue, actually? No. Yeah, there's no gems in there, thankfully, so. Last bit over here. Yeah, one interesting thing I could talk about is one of the conversations I had with the, one of the employees at this store that I just found interesting from, what's the word? Like, why and how people choose to play certain games. And again, this is no shade at this guy. I genuinely found this interesting to think about. Which was, when I was doing a huge trade-in, we somehow got on the conversation of, you know, game series that a lot of people like, but, you know, say you as a person don't really have an interest in playing or something, you know they're probably good games, but it just ain't your cup of tea. I didn't see where that, wow, that went. I'm being stupid. I was not. Ah, it went over there. I'm glad I have Sparks to tell me where to go. But yeah, one of those series that this guy brought up was Xenoblade Chronicles. Speaking of Xenoblade Chronicles, I can get into that later, but I'm now that I'm done with Crash 1, I've been replaying Xenoblade 1, but that's a different story for a different day. I have a huge backstory with that game. Let me clear my throat. Yeah, so, you know, I was asking him, oh, why don't, like, what's with Xenoblade Chronicles that, like, you don't really want to play it, you know? And what came, like, what he said was very interesting, because it was, like, the clutter of the screen. And I had never thought about that before, where, yeah, if you look at Xenoblade Chronicles, like, people playing it, there is a lot of, like, potential visual overstimulation for people when it comes to that game, those games. I don't think 1 is as bad so far, but definitely when you get to 2 and 3, it's pretty, like, there is so much on screen you have to keep up with, you know, you get more party members, you know, 2 has the blades you gotta flip between and all that stuff, and I didn't kill you, or I guess I just didn't pick up your gem because Sparks was dead. You know, 3 especially. Like, you know, you start getting class changes. You have the 2 sets of arts. You have 7 party members to manage at the same time, kind of thing. Well, not really, but people who've played the games will know what I'm talking about. And I never thought of that, like, where, at least to me, that's a pretty fair and valid reason to not pick up a game. Like, that genuinely could be a bit too overwhelming for some people. And it's just, I guess the thing I could ask you guys today, if someone's watching and wants to comment on it, what's a game series that you've been interested in? Oh wait, I didn't know we're getting a cutscene. Hold on.
Hello. I thought you might be hungry.
Thanks. Did you bring any chips?
I'm sorry this happened, but I tried to warn you.
I had to help Spyro rescue the eggs.
You just don't understand. If we don't bring dragons back to this world soon, all our magic will be lost.
The dragons used to live here?
Yes, this was their original home. But a long, long time ago, the sorceress banished them to the other side of the world. She didn't realize the dragons were the source of all our magic.
Maybe I could convince the dragons to come back, if you let me go.
I'm sorry. I can't.
Okay, a little cutscene with Hunter and Bianca there. Only one more level. I know I'm hitting the 30-minute mark, and this next part will take a while, but I do want to finish. The next section, I just want to get Evening Lake over with. So anyway, what was I? Yeah, so funny, if anyone's watching this and wants to, like, comment about it. Oh, wait, yeah, we should. As you walk forward, you'll see a familiar face there. So more gems here. Oh, we get the fireworks factory theme. Yeah, this is where the title screen of the game took place, so.
Hello. It's good to see you again, Spyro.
Hi, Greta. So yeah, if anyone wants to talk about it for the 3rd time, has there been any games that you've looked at for some reason and, like, you thought to yourself, yeah, I would probably enjoy those games, but just something about it turns me away from them? Like, no shade on the people who play them, no... what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Like, no hate to the people who play those games, but they just ain't for me kind of idea. Because I don't, at least for me personally, maybe outside of, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Overly, like, sexualized games, maybe. But even then, there's a couple games that I found interesting for me. But generally, I would say, like, a game that's too overtly sexual might be a turn-off, like, where I won't play it even if it is good. Though, to be fair, you know, if we want to turn that around, like, for a game that I did play and enjoy that did fit that criteria was Stellar Blade. I did enjoy Stellar Blade quite a bit. So yeah, if you kill these guys and notice they don't drop gems, it's because if you look up top somewhere, I don't see it up here, but if you look around, you'll see, like, boxes that spawn them, like, they literally come out of ninja boxes. Firework. Yep, so. Yeah, so if you kill one and they don't drop a gem, that means they're gonna respawn from a box somewhere. So just keep that in mind. There is an egg over here. Noodles. That's a... To be honest, that's kind of a bad name for a dragon, but it's honestly a bad name in general for almost anything, maybe besides, like, a fish or something, or, like, a certain kind of pet. Oh yeah, we're gonna need, do those respawn? I forget. The firework rockets, yeah, they do. Gonna need another one. Yeah, you generally want to charge these guys because they're set to do backflips if you try to flame them. I'll look at the firework effect, looks really good. I like it a lot. I'm trying to think of other games, if there are any that... Again, if a game's like a huge 2D platforming game, like heavily focused on 2D platforming, if it's a Metroidvania, I'll be more inclined to play it. You know, I love some of the older Metroid games. Oh, what's another like good example? You know, I don't really have a desire to play Silksong, if I'm being honest with you, but I did enjoy Hollow Knight quite a bit. Yeah, they do hide on the ceiling as well, so you gotta watch out for that. Also, if you get behind these guys, you can light their firework rocket. Yeah, again, you gotta watch charge these guys, because they love to dodge the flame. I think if they swing, you might be able to get them. Oh, Greta.
It looks like you'll have to use this cannon to get across here. Simply climb aboard. As for me, I just have to free my mind.
Also, that line didn't translate well. I just need to free my mind. And now we use the dragon cannon to... the dragon firework cannon to shoot ourselves across. So yeah, the reason I decided to do Fireworks Factory, even though I've been trying to limit to 30 minutes, this one will probably go to 40, which I'm fine with. I should be more okay with that. Yeah, we won't be able to finish Fireworks Factory yet, so... yeah, we'll have to come back here later, so... they just magically reappear. Okay, great. I do love how they sound like fireworks too when you shoot them. That's a good attention to detail. Yeah, so here's the ninjas in a box. Those will stop them from spawning. Ow, I was being cocky there. Oh, what? I guess I just wasn't paying enough attention. There's probably a Rhinoc up top. Oh, no. Interesting. Get another firework. I will say, the other reason I did it is because there's a part that's definitely going to be sped up. Most likely. Unless I get really lucky, which is that portal over there. Oh, that one. It's a cool concept when you're a kid, but when you're an adult, that's like one of the most annoying missions too. Just because it takes forever to do. Let me see, have we... yeah, I want to get all the gems before I do start doing the side areas.
It looks like the sorceress has already used the plans to build her own rocket. We have to destroy it. Just follow me.
Do. Good job, Greta. Bum.
Hey, look what was in the rocket. They must have been trying to put it into orbit.
That's such a weird thing now that I think about it, because yeah, if they had shot that egg into space, we would have never found it. But also, that egg would have been out of the Dragon Realms, which means there would have been no magic from it either. So yeah, if we jump down here, dear Spyro, or whatever your name is, give it up. I've got the monkey, and I'm not giving it back. Love, the sorceress. I think this is the first time the sorceress has actually talked to Spyro directly. So yeah, there's the end of Fireworks Factory, but we still got one side section to do, and it's gonna be a fun one. Okay, let me try to make sure I have all the gems before we... Okay, yeah, Sparks is pointing down. I think Sparks will point at the gems in the area before moving you out, so... Okay, I'm still missing gems out here before we go into that area. Okay, and we could use this now. This is permanently open, so it'll let us shoot back up top. Ah, yes, we gotta deal with the ninja in the box. What did I miss over here? Ah, so we have to go around. Sparks, is that all the gems? Because there's now 3 side areas that all do have gems that 2 of them will be able to complete. 1 of them, again, we'll have to save for Agent 9. So is he pointing at the side areas now? Yes, he is. A handle.
I can see an egg behind you, but it's out of reach.
Yep, so I'll have to take the long way. Now this is kind of... Oop, I blew up next time. This is kind of set. This guy won't turn his back to you, so you gotta come back with a rocket to get rid of him. So I'll have to find a rocket later on. Spark could actually be kind of tough, so... Pop. Give me another one, so I can go back. Yeah, I kind of gotta speed this bit up a little. I mean, I picked the worst level to do after this, or during this, because... You know, again, I was supposed to go out shopping, but... and I might still have time, we'll see. Even though it looks a little nasty outside. But I probably should, so... I should try to speed up this a little bit. Get through it a little faster. Another rocket. Is there a guy back here? Is that why? Or is there just Rhinox that are gonna jump me? Yeah. Probably at least one more big guy, right? I'd imagine. Yeah. Oh, this might be a double cut episode, because I feel like I'll have to use the restroom here in a minute or two. We'll see. Oh yeah, you could see them hanging on the roof there. You catch them while they're falling, or if you can push them into a wall, then it's a lot easier to flame them. Sam. Hi, Sam. Okay, so... Yep, we got all the gems. Handle, you got anything else to say? Nope. Okay. Yes, I will have to make an edit here, because I gotta take a restroom break. So, let me just fly over here. This episode's gonna be a little longer than I expected. Oh well, I was kind of hoping to stick to the 30-35, but this is probably gonna be 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Anyway, time to edit. Okay, are we on? Yeah, looks like it. Good, good, good. Okay. Much better. Alright, back from my little break. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this part brief, but I think it's funny to say it. If you guys ever watch Game Grumps, I'm a lot like Aaron, where if nature calls, I only got a couple minutes before I have to stop what I'm doing. So anyway, this next bit is a mini boss fight with these two, like, flying dragons. I'm just gonna speed this bit up. We'll do a little bit of ramble section after I've killed the dragons, and we'll collect like the last bit of gems. Part takes a while. I could ramble about more stuff, but I kind of just want to end the part, so let's do it.
You'll have to use this combo power-up to take out these fire dragons. It will allow you to super fly and super flame at the same time.
molten lava.
Okay. Of course I, want to wrap this episode up somewhat quickly, and I get a phone call during it that I had to take. Gotta love it, don't ya?
This will be no match for you.
Yeah, that just takes so long, and I didn't feel like commentating over it, so now we can finish up the collectathon. Yeah, it was just a slight work phone call. I shouldn't say work phone call, it is loosely related to work, but like half work, half medical stuff, so I had to take the phone call. Alright, let's finish this up. God, I'm gonna have to cut out like 20 minutes of this episode. Why'd you stay up there, Jim? I am, yeah, okay. I had to take a second to make sure I was actually unmuted, because I did mute myself during the whole speed up process. You'll see a small pause during it too. I'll probably cut out the phone call bit. But yeah, if you see during the speed up that there's a pause menu for like a small frame, that was me taking my phone call. Gotta love it. Yeah, and the other reason I want to speed up, because, yeah, I have more stuff I could ramble about. Again, I have notes and everything, but I'm stupidly not paying attention. Did I get all the gems down here? Yes. I have more stuff I could ramble about, but I kind of feel like saving it for the future episodes, especially since this part's been so long. Looks like it's it then. All we have is the Age of 9 section, which we cannot do yet. So, yeah, let's exit the level, because I'm jokingly, well, it's not jokingly, but it is jokingly saying this. Next part, we're beating the final boss. I'm not kidding about that. We will be beating the final boss in the next episode. So, let's get back. What? Oh, I got stuck on something there. Guess it was just a janky piece of geometry. So yes, because that should be the end of Evening Lake. And level complete. Oh yeah, I guess because we're underwater we don't get teleported. Just to double check to make sure I'm not going crazy. Yep.
The rocket is ready for launch, Spyro. Hop aboard whenever you want.
Okay, Bentley, anything? Because you're going to be joining me.
Spyro, and boldly go where no dragon has gone before. Well, at least not in 1,000 years, anyway.
Glad you took time out of your elope
Have fun,
to...
Spyro. Don't worry, fairy engineering has never failed.
Glad you took time after you eloped to help me out.
Yes, this Uncle Junk is supposed to fly. Oh, sure glad I ain't going getting on.
Sure glad I ain't getting on.
Rocket's fueled up and ready to go, Spyro.
Okay, so yeah, in the next part, we're beating the game. You'll see why I'm doing that when we get there. Anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble, and I'll see you guys in the next part.